Be very talented at something and then do it for free. That, my friends, is how to be poor. My father is a veterinary surgeon, and during one of these consultations, a neighbor brought his dog because the dog was poorly. He wanted my father to have a look at it. Well, I don't understand a lot of this medical stuff, but what I remember is there were injections involved, 1 or 2 x-rays, and after the procedure he was presented with the bill. We all hate the bill. The man, his face suddenly changed, pale, became horrific, and he leaned forward to ask my dad, "Do dogs pay?" My father said, "No, dogs don't pay, but their owners do." Ladies and gentlemen, lawyers in Zimbabwe charge according to what is known as the Law Society tariff. They charge per hour. This is a system of billing that dates as far back as the 1960s, because lawyers have come to understand that it is time which is paid for. When time meets passion, the result is value. But the sad reality in Africa, and I've had the privilege of traveling in many countries in this leafy continent of ours, and I've noticed that people who are talented barely give a dime about the amount of talent they have. Either they won't value it or they won't get paid enough for it. And that, I submit, is the reason why Africans and Africa is where it is today. We are the second largest continent in terms of geographical size and population. We have unprecedented levels of mineral resources ranging from gold, cobalt, zinc, and even diamonds. And yet for all that splendor, we provide the world with a practical definition of poverty. It's disheartening. Africa provides the world with the single most practical definition of poverty. Whereas the United States of America dealt with malaria in 1951, we are still struggling with malaria. In fact, a lot of people who die from malaria today are from sub-Saharan Africa. So what is the problem? I submit to you that it is our failure to justify our talents in terms of value. Now, the English Premier League, a league which we all dearly love, amassed a whooping 4.8 billion euros in 2015. Amazing, staggering. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we should realize that this is just soccer, but to them it's more than soccer. It's more than 22 men chasing a piece of leather on a pitch. It amounts to betting contracts, gambling houses who capitalize on people's unwitting want for luck. It's also the amount of contracts which are signed between clubs, amount of contracts which are signed between advertising agencies. At the end, it's a billion-dollar empire. But in Zimbabwe and in Africa in particular, we do not have that eye for value. 4.8 billion euros in 2015. That's way more than our national budget in Zimbabwe in that same year. Talent, and our failure to capitalize that talent as value. Now, the reason they call it pick and pay is you don't just pick, Baba, you pay. And when you pay, they demand that you pay the price that they ask for. So why is it that our talented people are willing to negotiate for a logo that they design? Why is it that our talented people are willing to lower the price at the slightest edge, at the slightest push from the person on the other side of the deal? I submit to you that if you want us to succeed as Africans, if you want us to prosper as a continent, then it's high time we start asking our dues where it's due. It's high time we start getting value for where we give value. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 pivotal questions. How do you brand yourself? How do you package yourself? But most importantly, how do you price yourself? Let's keep walking the talk. Cheers.